Welcome once again to the BCHS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. We talk about boys basketball this morning with Bradley Central head coach Zach Carpenter. And Zach, as always, I'd like to introduce your special guest this morning.
We got senior forward here, Savoy Humes.
Savoy, welcome to our program here. We're going to talk to you here about some things, you know. And you're one. We're a tall team this year. Let's face it. You know, we got 6'7", 6'6", 6'5". How tall are you, Savoy?
I am 6'3".
6'3", so you can
Yes,
throw
sir.
height out there. But you know what? Height doesn't necessarily win games.
No, not always, but it helps.
It sure helps to have it, you know, especially scrambling around and trying to get some rebounds, things like that. Savoy, you play any other sports here at Bradley besides basketball? You're
do
a
not. I
basketball
only play
junkie, huh?
basketball. Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite team in college, let's say?
In college,
Who do you like to watch? Anybody in particular?
probably Duke.
Duke?
Yeah.
Coach Krzyzewski, you know, he's gone after this
Coach,
year.
I
know.
just found this out. I don't know that I can sit next to him.
Well,
I'm a Kentucky fan.
Oh, man,
yeah.
we'll have a throwdown right here, folks. Turn this in from basketball to a wrestling match here. But, hey, I like Duke, too. And I'm
good
not a
team.
Kentucky fan.
Oh,
so
man.
it's 2 against 1, so we
I like
got
to
it.
watch Kentucky, but Duke's my favorite team.
Yeah, well, they're having a special thing, a telethon tonight, I think, to raise money for the unfortunate folks in the tornadoes up there, and that's a great thing. They're going to raise a lot of money, I hope, for those. Coach Calipari's leading that, so that's a good thing for Kentucky there. Basketball, though, been 4 years here at Bradley Central. Middle school, where'd you play middle school at?
I went to Lake Forest Middle School.
And who'd you play for down there?
Andrew Nipper.
Andrew Nipper, former Bear there. So
Yes, sir.
you sort of follow the tradition. You know, I'm playing for another former Bear here.
Yes, sir.
And Zach, it's good to see these guys, you know, as far as your playing days. And I've got a question I've been meaning to ask you, too. Your dad, Larry, he was a pretty good player in his own right in his playing days.
That's what I hear.
He coached pretty well, too, at Lee
did.
College. Played at Lee, coached at Lee College. Now he's AD at Lee University, has been for many, many years. Everybody knows Larry, great guy and willing to help in any way he can. Does he just pull you aside sometimes, hey, Zach, you know what, I've coached a long time, and, you know, if you try this, or does he just stand back and say, fall on your own or stand on your own?
He stands back, but he's always there for me if I need him.
Yeah.
I'll call him and bounce ideas off of him,
Yeah.
but he's been a great support system for me.
Yeah.
Whether when I was playing, first got into coaching, and now coming back home.
Yeah.
He's always there. He'd text me after every game if he can't be there, and we talk constantly.
Well, I guess he's glad to have you and your new wife and the baby on the way back here in Cleveland.
They are both. Mom and Dad are ecstatic to have us back. So.
Now, your mom's a different story. Mom's to me are ones they just criticize. You know, come on, you can do better than this. Your players do better than this. So, mom's different than Dad, especially when he was a coach, I guess.
She has a little bit of that in her. She'll come up right after games and say, "Hey, why didn't you do this?" or "What were you thinking?"
Yeah, that's what I figured she was thinking about. Well, we've had 2 games under our belt since the last program we had. We had a tough loss at Howard. We'll talk about that for a little bit. And we had a win over Oodawal, both on the road. Matter of fact, 3 and 4 coming into the program today. All the losses have been on the road, I think. With Howard.
Farragut at home.
Ferguson, that's right. Farragut, the first game of the year was home. We went to Maryville and played up there against Maryville and Clinton. And every game, though, we were in the game. And you told me on the post-game interview last Friday night, I guess it was, that defense has kept us in every game. And we had 39 points we gave up, I think, against Oodawal down there.
We did. We held them to 39 points. We did. Every game this year, our guys have done a great job defending, staying in front of the ball, challenging shots, rebounding. It's the turnovers that have gotten us in just about every game. And that's down at Howard. We had 29 turnovers. 29. They scored 31 off our turnovers. And to me, that was the game right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure was.
Even though we beat Oodawal, we still had, in my opinion, too many turnovers. We ended up with 18 of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Howard, we were up 5 going to the 4th. And I'm sitting there watching the game thinking, we got a shot to win this. They get on a roll, their fans get behind them in a big way, and before you know it, they scored 18 straight points. We're down 13. Cut it back to 5 with defense and all that. But, it's just one of those learning lessons. Later on down the road, you probably can use that as, inspiration.
It is. We had a really good film session after the Howard game. Got to watch, I don't want to say our mistakes. It helped us grow. Mm-hmm. And since then, I think in practice, we've done a much better job of valuing possessions, valuing the ball, being stronger with the ball, things that were kind of hurting us in the game. And I think you saw a little bit of growth in the Oodawal game, and hopefully we'll continue to grow in that right direction.
Well, we've got coming up tonight a home game or district game now with Ray County. And Ray County at one point, a few years ago, was in our district. I think it's 2012 and 13 when they rearranged things and kicked them over into the District 6, and now they've rearranged things again, brought them back to us. Do you know anything specifically about Ray, what they try to do? Now, they were not really good last year. I'll just grant you that and be honest about it, folks. But they're much better this year.
They are. They're tough. They're strong. They play hard. They find their shooters. They set good screens for their shooters. They try to get them the ball. Ray County does what they do well. They know who their good players are. They know who their shooters are, and they do a good job of getting them shots.
Well, that's the name of the game. Find a hot guy and get them the game. You saw film on them, I'm sure.
Yes.
To see how they do that. Savoy, as you prepare for a game like you look at film, I guess, too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And figure out what to do there. Where are you looking to improve your playing skill set?
On the defensive end, try to get to my spots faster, be in help my teammates, talk, communicate, and get offensive and defensive rebounds as good as I can.
Communicate. I hear that over and over and over and over, and it's so important on the floor, boys or girls game, basketball especially, because you got 5 guys trying to make you do things that get you out of your comfort zone, as they say,
Yes,
and make you do things you don't want to do. And it's just reaction time. There's speed and there's quickness. As John Wooden used to say, speed is how fast you can get from this end to this end. Quickness is how quick you can react, and defensively or offensively there, and that's the key to the game there. You've got Friday night a non-district game at a former District 4, East Hampton, down there on the road. So they've got a big 6'10" guy who's getting a lot of attention.
He is, and they do a lot of stuff to get him the ball. They kind of run through him. We haven't moved on and started preparing for that one yet, but watched a little bit of him. So I do know they try to run stuff through him, and he's a good player.
While I'm thinking about it, we're talking about the upcoming games Tuesday, Friday, and then Saturday. Now, you got the Chick-fil-A Classic, and that's going to be where?
At Howard High School.
Against?
We're playing Maplewood High School out in Nashville. We play them at 4:45.
4:45 Saturday at Howard High School, which we were at just last Friday night, or whenever Friday, I guess. With a tough team, Maplewood, years gone by, tradition has been really tough. I'm not sure what they're doing this year.
They're tough. They're athletic. They beat some good teams. I think they beat Hamilton out of Memphis. So they're a good team. It'll be a good challenge for us.
Yeah. Following that game Saturday, now we hit Christmas break this coming Friday. You'll be going to Alabama.
We're going to go to Clay County first. We play Jackson County on Monday, Clay County on Tuesday. Then we have our break where the guys will get to spend with their families, and then we come back, and then we go to Alabama.
And so Jackson County on Monday, Clay County, who's on their home floor,
Yes.
that Tuesday, take the break, then come back and go to Alabama after Christmas, before New Year's.
Yes.
Well, you'll get to see a lot of different teams, different types of defenses, different types of offenses, and all that. And I look at those, and probably you do too, I guess. The coach told me this. We try to find some people that are going to be tough. Win or lose, you're going to find out where your weaknesses are, what you need to work on. It helps you in practice, to determine what's got to happen then.
It does. I tell the guys all the time, iron sharpens iron. You got to push the guy in front of you. You got to push to want to make them better. And another thing I tell them is you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, getting out of your own comfort zone, whether that's boxing somebody else out or calling out a screen. If you're not a very vocal person, you have to take your communication to that next level on the floor. You can be as quiet as you want to off the floor. When you step on the floor, we got to have you talking.
Yeah, and if you stay in your comfort zone, you're probably not helping the team a whole lot.
Right.
That's the way I would look at it. I think there. Talk about all those turnovers we had down here. 29 turnovers. What's your takeaway from that? As far as, it's you say, well, some of them are unforced, just because Howard's one of those teams that they want to speed the game up, the transition game, and get you speed up. Well, you're out of your comfort zone somewhat there, and you're trying to match their speed, and sometimes that doesn't work to your advantage.
No, they did a nice job of speeding us up. And I told them we got to play our way. No matter what defense they're running at us, no matter how they're pressing us, we have to play our way. And they took us out of that and caused, some errant passes, some over dribbling, not meeting the ball like you should. They're quick. They were getting to the ball before we were.
Well, Savoy, I look at every game we play. I hear the Howard roster right here, and seen Udawal, and I've seen all the games, mostly all of them, I guess. A lot of guys are getting a lot of playing time, so it's balanced out. And Zach's, I've watched him. He's quick. First quarter, went and played 2 or 3 minutes. He's got somebody on the floor, helping out, because somebody needs to come off and think about what they're doing. I guess it's a teaching moment, as you would say.
Teaching moment, fatigue, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever we need.
And you guys got to be in great shape.
Yes, sir.
Do you go through a rigorous off-season training period as far as weight room and
We do. We
running
do.
and stuff to get
This
your
year,
energy built up?
with a new coach, it was really hard for us because last year we didn't do a lot of that, and this year it was, and it's hard.
I was going to ask you the biggest difference between that. I'm not, and Chuck Clark, we all love Chuck. A great
Yes,
guy
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
Different coaching styles, demand different things, and I heard that you were doing a lot more physicality stuff, running
Yes, sir.
and stuff like that. Weight room, though, is kind of a year-round type of thing. Is that the way the basketball players do it, just like the football guys?
Yes, sir. We work out every day except for game day.
Well, being tall is nice, but being strong and tall is even better.
Yes, sir.
And all that. But Coach, it's going to be fun. We've got a big week here Tuesday night, home with Ray. Friday night at East Ham. Saturday playing Maplewood at Howard. 4:45, folks. That's an odd time. It's 4:45 there. And then we'll have the break. We'll go to Clay County, though, Monday.
Yeah.
To play Jackson County Monday, Clay County. And those game times, are they late?
4:30 on Monday and 7:30 on Tuesday.
4:30 and 7:30 for those games there. So keep that in mind, folks, because they need your support. They've earned your support, so go out there and support them either at home or on the road. Home games will be streamed on the BCHS Bear Network, so you can watch them there with Mr. Roy and the broadcast class, which we always appreciate. Guys like Trevor and Cadis and Emma and those guys, Lauren, everybody who pitched in to help us out on game night and so forth. Guys, I want to wish you the best of luck. Coach, thank you as always being here. Savoy, thank you for being here today as well.
Yes, sir.
Folks, remember now, we've got all these games coming up. We've got the Christmas break, New Year's break, and this will be our last show until after the first of the year. But until then, we hope you get all the presents that Santa should bring you if you're a good guy. But remember, it's about the Christ child. Until next time, God bless and go Bears.